Hi everyone, welcome to Wise-ish. It's your daily power boost. It's your for the day. So look, so much is happening all around us and we have to somehow begin to keep checking where we are inside. Nothing outside should actually change the way that you wish to feel. Yet, events, circumstances, people, places, things, sounds, they tend to move us on the inside. And that's because we live very much from outside in. But the real path of spiritual awakening and the real path of really, what should I say, to get closer to being you, the real version of you, is to live from inside out. Remember that Pixar movie, Inside Out? If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend that you go to see it. It was incredible. It's about all the emotions that actually live inside of the soul, recordings of the past, memories that we're still carrying. And at the same token, there is also the original, eternal part of you that's recorded in you. So imagine black coffee and cream. The minute you mix it, it comes a completely different flavor. And what happens is if you kind of hear that black coffee is more healthy than black coffee and cream, if you try to take that cream out, it will require a lot of work. It might actually require something chemical to try to break down the milk that is mixed in the cream. So what has happened to so many of us over a long period of time is the original qualities of the soul, the power of the soul, the wisdom of the soul, the integrity of the soul, the enthusiasm of the soul, the visionary in the soul got mixed with the algae. Anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego. Anger, lust, greed, attachment, and ego. And when that sort of mixed into my personality, it became a kind of a perfect blend. But when situations and circumstances occur in our lives where we don't feel happy, we don't feel successful, we don't feel fulfilled, it's because this energy is lurking in our consciousness. And when this energy lurks in the consciousness, it changes the whole flavor to life. Imagine just for a little bit, what would your life be like without a trace of anger in your personality? Give it some thought. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Can you visualize how you would be if you had absolutely not even a trace of anger in your personality? All right, let's go a little further. What would your personality be like without a trace of ego in your personality? And what is ego? An attachment to a false sense of identity. So release that. Try. I know it can be a little difficult, huh? It's like trying to remove the milk from your coffee, right? What would you be like without arrogance? How would you feel? What would you think? How would you speak? What would be your fragrance as a person when you walk into a room and there's absolutely no trace of anger or ego in your nature, in your vibrations? How do you think you'll be embraced by the world? It would be sweet, wouldn't it? It'll be absolutely incredibly sweet. So what's our journey about? It's about really sifting out this vibration and moving this energy out. And like I was saying, you might need a chemical to enter into that cup of coffee mixed with milk to separate the milk. There's something that I've made, I always get it wrong, even though I shouldn't. It's paneer, where you throw the milk and you boil it, and in order to separate the curd, the hard part of the milk, you put in vinegar or lemon. And what happens is that the milk starts to move away, and wherever the extra liquid is, that goes to one side, and then the milk starts to harden up, becoming the curd, and you take your cheesecloth and you take that out and you get paneer. It looks like cheese. In the same way, in order for you and me to get rid of the energy of ego or the energy of anger, we're going to need to pour some remembrance of God, the Supreme, in our consciousness. When we start to think about the energy of the divine, it really starts to separate the intensity of the algae that is eating away at the essence of the personality. And so the more love that you start to feel from the energy of God, and you let it keep seeping in and seeping in and seeping in, it's like this just starts to go to the side, and then you can take the richness of who you really are. And what we need now more than ever is remembrance of the one above. Because right now it's so painful to witness, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a health issue, whether it's a political issue, whether it's racial tension, whether it's financial tension, there's some suffering or something going on. There's going to be some form of discontentment or a sense of not feeling purposeful, or maybe feeling bored, maybe feeling a little bit lost, uncomfortable. But until we become vertical, so once you go up, right? Once you go up, right? And then really begin to take power from God, that's really the trick. So what's horizontal, Santosh? Yeah. What's vertical? Yes, let me get that clear. And that's what happens to us actually, everyone. Sometimes we miss up. We actually begin to think algae is really the right way versus the original self. Every time you come from this place, you're going to find some sort of a suffering. But when you go this way, that's your medicine. That's your cure. That's where the power starts to come in. And it starts to absolve and melt away all of that negativity that is still so rampantly expressing itself through the way we think about ourselves, speak through ourselves, deal with each other, have relationships with each other, the choices that we make. Imagine what your choices would be like if there was no influence of ego, attachment, or even anger. What would be your decisions? Think about it. The world needs wisdom now more than ever. We need discerning power. We need wisdom. We need our powers back. We need love. And all of those treasures are inside, not out. And if we can percolate those feelings inside, then whatever's happening on the outside, I just might be the person who can influence something on the outside, rather than waiting for the outside to change so I can feel the influence of its goodness. So let us practice on this special day to live more from the inside out and not outside in. Let us begin to have a deep link, a deep connection to the divine, so that we can absolve all the limitations, all the negative things that are holding us back. And let us begin to remember that there's nothing more beautiful than to have a personality that's peaceful, that's pure, that's happy. Thanks so much for joining us for Wise-ish today. So let's find out what your blessing and good wish will be for the day today. Today it says that you are an embodiment of light, and through your elevated stage, you show the path to others. You are an embodiment of light, and through your elevated stage, you show the path to others. Thanks again for joining us on Wise-ish. You be well. Don't forget to tune into America Meditating Radio. And the Shift Network Summit and Music Festival starts today. And I'll be leading the spirituality stage starting from 11:55. So please join us. You're not going to want to miss the power of that program. And we're launching the Om Shanti new music video by Kristen Hoffman, and we'll also have a beautiful, beautiful song by Karen Trucker. So join us. If you haven't registered yet, please register today. Just go to americameditating.org and you'll see the Shift Network information and get your free pass. Take care and have a wonderful day.